In this tutorial in CyberLink PowerDirector, we're going to look at how you can bring music into your project by using a new tool for subscribers called the AI Music Generator. Let's see how the tool works. First of all, I would like to show you that we have this aerial shot. That's what we're doing. We have a beach here, and let's assume we want to add some AI generated music. I'm going to click on the audio option at the very top. And then I'm going to open my side panel and click on Music Generator under Audio. It opens up this audio generator screen. Now there are three options that you need to select: the genre, the mood, and the theme. And then also you have a tempo, and if I click on the I information button, this describes the tempo. This is basically your beats per minute. Low will be under 100, normal between 100 and 125, and high in the excess of 125 beats per minute. Now when it comes to intensity, it basically describes it this way. We have quiet for subtle background elements, mid for balanced, intense for more prominent, and extreme for dominant. So that basically is the way in which they describe these four options under intensity. And then you have the length. You can go anywhere from the default of 2 minutes and 30 seconds back to a very small length, and maximum is 5 minutes. Then you have how many songs you want to generate. The amount of credits you use is based on two factors. One is the length of the element. The other is the number of songs you want to generate. If you click the down arrow, you see you have a choice between 1 and 6. Now I have 1 and it has 3 credits. When I click on 2, it will double it. So at the default length of 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will use 6 credits, basically 3 per song. If I increase the length, let's increase it to 5 minutes. And it looks like in this case, that did not change the amount of credits I used. That's rather interesting. I would expect it to go up. Let's pick a type of song we want to use and see how this works. First, we'll look in the genre category. I have all these to select from. Let me click on orchestral song. And then I'm going to click on mood. What kind of mood do I want? And I can click all of these. Let's try suspense. And the third is theme. And let me go cinematic on this one. Now, if you want to change any of these, you can, but watch, if I go from cinematic to drama, it replaces it. You cannot stack these. So you can only choose one element from each of these 3 subcategories in the top. Tempo, let's go to a high tempo on this one. And let's go from mid to intense. And we still have our 6 credits. If I want to use this, I'm going to click on the Generate button. And unless I make the screen go away, it reminds me why we're in the credit system. I really don't care. I'll click on OK. Now it will deduct my credits and generate the music. I'll pause while it gets this segment done. Now this screen pops up when it's finished. Right now it shows me the 2 that I have. I have the cinematic suspense at 140 beats per minute, and the length is 5 minutes 1 second. If I click on this button above my selection in the upper left corner, it will play it. Let's see what the second one is. According to this, it's 130 beats per minute, slightly slower, and it's slightly shorter, 4 minutes and 57 seconds. Now, we have, when we click on either of these in intensity, it looks like I can change it. If I click on mid, let's see what happens. But if I like the basic structure of it and the instrumentation used, I click on regenerate. It will take 3 credits to regenerate, and it will create a brand new one. Same is true for the first one. It looks like I can change the intensity, which is basically the mix, so how much it takes away out of my general soundtrack. Let's go back to quiet on this one and see how it sounds. Let's go back up to extreme. I can't tell a huge difference, but there may be some. This is not documented. So let's assume that I've paid for these, so I want them. So all I have to do is click on the plus button. It will add it to my library. I'll click here, and I get a message. It's been added to my library. It tells me where I can find it. I'll click on OK. I'll click on the plus on this one and add it to my library and click on OK. And now I will close my music generator. Now in my library, I did this before, and I had 3 before, and I'm on created date, and now I'm looking at the ones that I have. Let's look at duration. That will sort these 2 out. These are longer than the ones I did before. The bottom 2 are my 2 ones that I just worked on. I click on this. Okay, so what I can do is simply take it and drag it, put it on any audio track, and it will be part of my project. Now what I found out is if you right click on it, let's give myself some more room here in my timelines. I right click on it and click on properties. Over here it tells me where it is. It's under users, public, cyberlink, downloaded music generator creation, music orchestra, cinematic suspense 2. So this gives me the location of the file. I've got the creation date, file size, and everything. So if you want to find it in your file system, that's where it stores it. But it will permanently be in under your My Audio, audio generated music. And so it will stay here for as many projects as you want. It doesn't delete it. If I right click on it, I can remove it, but I do not believe it will delete it from my file system. I generally would not do that unless I was sure. So now I have these 2 I can add to the 3 I've generated before I started this recording. That's basically how you can do AI generated music. My suspicion is that it doesn't actually create the music, but selects it from a monstrous database. It may affect the timing a little bit. That's a new tool available for you to add to your musical options in CyberLink PowerDirector as a subscriber.